Hi Earth Signs, Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and those of you cross-watching, welcome to your Tarot Love Messages. Today we're going to take a look at and see what's going on with your current romantic situation. So, for those of you that are single or coupled up, we're going to go ahead and see what's going on with you and your situation, whether it's with the current existing energy or a new energy that's coming in for you. There's also going to be a part 2 to this reading. So if you are interested in exploring the messages that come up in part 1 in a lot more detail, the extension link is going to be made available just below the video here where the show more section is. And for those of you interested in a personal tarot reading with myself, please feel free to reach out and inquire. I will list my email address just below the video here. Okay guys, with all of that being said, let's go ahead and begin. Okay, Temperance, and you got Strength underneath that, and you got the Chariot, the Ten of Swords here. Alright, what's going on? Some of you are going through something very challenging, something very difficult. Look, for some of you, maybe you've been here before. Maybe this is a place where you've been here before, maybe with this current romantic energy or with a previous romantic energy. The message that I get for you strongly is you have to be patient. I feel like things are, and you might not be able to see it from this vantage point, but I do feel like things are working out for you. Even if things are not working out for you, it's still, it's all part of the plan of things working out for you. Okay, so you have to be patient. For those of you that are hoping to reconcile or reconnect with the past energy here, the cards are indicating positively that there might be a very positive reunion or reconciliation in the future. And it might not seem like that now because there's a lot of tension in the energies. There's a lot of conflict, a lot of strain, a lot of tension that's been put on this connection. And Three of Swords, there's also a lot of heartbreak, a lot of emotional anguish, a lot of tears being shed, a lot of hurt, anger and pain. I mean, there's been some deceit, betrayal here that's been involved. Some of you have been lied to. Some of you have you've had your trust broken by someone whom you've trusted the most. Some of you have been involved in a third-party situation which you've only recently come to discover here. Or some of you, you were involved with someone who was deceitful, dishonest, manipulative. It's just some of you have gone through a bit of a dark night of the soul. You've been going through something very turbulent, very challenging, very difficult, very painful here, and things seem very bleak. Okay, but be patient because the sun will emerge and things will get better. And even though none of this makes sense now, it will in the future. Whatever it is that you're going through is strengthening you. So all of this hurt, all of this pain, it is useful to you. It is. It's strengthening you. It's preparing you. It's making you so much stronger, wiser and resilient than you were before. There is going to be a lot of movement here in your in the area of your love life here. If things feel a little bit stagnated here, there is going to be some progression, some forward movement. If you feel very indecisive, and if you feel like you don't know what next steps to take or what you should do, there's going to be clarity here. If you feel like there's no contact or no communication and there's, something will give, there will be communication, there will be a conversation that will take place which is going to move things along. So just be patient because I do feel like something here is working out for you here. Okay, now with the Six of Swords energy, there is a sense of someone here having walked away. I don't know if this is you, feels as though you were pushed to do this, okay? Someone here may have hurt you, someone here may have betrayed you, they may have caused you so much pain, and it feels like time and time again. So this is why I feel like you've been here before. Given by the multitude of swords, it's not your first time that they've hurt you, or it's just not your first time that the relationship has just failed on you here, but it feels like you've been here before. It could be that maybe this person has pushed your emotional buttons and they've like emotionally triggered you in a way, but it feels like someone here has maybe driven you to distance yourself, okay, to drift away from this energy, because you feel like there's just, you can't cope with this anymore. You can't keep doing this time and time again. It's, you know, it's driving you crazy, and it's just, it's not good for you. It's not good for anyone here. So here you are. I feel like, you know, you're choosing to walk away, not because you want to, but I feel like because you feel like you need to, you have to, because you want to leave behind a turbulent situation. I do feel like you love this person, and I do feel like for a lot of you, maybe you will always love them, and you're still hopeful that there may be a reconciliation here. We'll talk about that shortly. But for the time being, it feels like someone here is pulling away or drifting away because it feels like it's the right thing to do. If this is your energy here, then I feel like they may be doing this. They may be pulling away here in an attempt to protect you and to protect you from themselves, because they know that time and time again they've just hurt you and they've caused you so much pain, even though they may have been conniving and emotionally manipulative and deceptive here. I feel like your person carries a lot of hurt or pain with them, a lot of emotional baggage that I don't think they've released or let go of, and it feels like they project a lot of their pain onto you here. Now, I feel like there is going to be contact or communication that comes in from this energy, okay? It feels like it could be a current energy or a past energy, depending on where you're at with this situation here. Now, for some of you, there is, you know, maybe currently there's no contact, no communication here. Maybe the two of you have blocked each other's energies, or you just kind of blocked each other from contacting one another. But it feels like someone here is reaching out in an attempt to reconcile. Someone here wants to reconcile their differences. Someone here wants to get back together again. You know, they want to right their wrongs. It's not happening just yet, because it feels like things are still very fragile. It feels like there's still such a raw energy to this pain, and it feels like, you know, you haven't had enough time to process some of this hurt or some of this pain, even some of this betrayal that you feel. Now, some of you, I feel like, yes, you're hurt by what this person has done to you. You know, the fact that they've cheated on you, or were dishonest or disloyal with you, or, you know, they've disrespected you, or they've lied to you time and time again. But I feel like it's more so the act of betrayal, the fact that they did something here and they've kept it from you, the fact that all along, you know, they knew that they shouldn't be doing what they were doing, but they were just hoping that they weren't going to get caught in the process here. So it's just, they were just hoping to get away with it. And just because you're doing what you're doing and no one is aware of it, it does not make it right. So I feel like your person has a lot of, they have a lot of emotional baggage. They have insecurities. They have some issues that they need to deal with, because I feel like this person is projecting onto you here, projecting pain and hurt onto you. Guys, also there's a lot of altercation, there's a lot of disagreement here. You guys argue a lot, you don't see eye to eye here. I feel like you're two very different energies, and I feel like there's this misunderstanding. I don't know, that you guys, your communication styles are very different, and I feel like someone here is really refusing to listen and accept the truth. I also feel like with the Five of Wands, maybe you feel as though you're constantly having to fight for this connection, or you're constantly having to, you know, overcommit here, or you feel as though you're doing all the work and it just feels very exhausting and very straining. You might also feel as though you have competition with this person, like you feel as though you're not the only one who has their attention. There are, you know, other energies that are competing for this person's attention, and you don't feel like they give you their 100% undivided attention here. You feel as though it's like you gotta fight for it here. You gotta, you know, really claw your way into it here. There's a heavy energy. There's a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, but I don't think you're the only one that's hurting here. I feel like your person is hurting as well. Now, it could be because they carry a lot of this hurt and pain, and they've projected, they know that they're projecting that onto you. I just feel like to me, it feels like maybe they're in denial of their actions and their behavior. Maybe they're in denial of some of, you know, these past circumstances that they've had to endure. They're in denial that they may need to get help here, or, you know, have someone to talk to. It just feels like your person here is being dishonest, not only with you but with themselves as well. Maybe they feel like, you know, that what they're doing isn't all that bad, or it feels like they're telling themselves a lie, you know, just to make themselves feel better, or just to kind of clear their conscience here. Okay guys, so in in part 2 of this reading, we're going to explore, I do feel like there's going to be a reconciliation, a reconnection. We're going to explore when that is going to happen and how, because given the state, it may feel very unlikely now. We'll also explore when this incoming communication is coming in, whether it's you reaching out and them responding, or vice versa here. And, you know, more about this deceit and this heartbreak that you're going through. And just we'll see what other messages are coming up here. Also, who is it that's pulled away here? Okay, and when are they coming back? So follow me to part 2 of this reading via the extension link below. Also, I just want to thank you guys for your time, your energy and attention. It's greatly appreciated. Please show your support to the channel by liking, subscribing, sharing as well. Thank you guys again. Bye for now.